Hey everyone! So I decided to do a look for you today. It's going to be a back to school look. It would also be work appropriate makeup also. And summer's almost over and the school year is fast approaching, and it's going to be really inexpensive, mostly using drugstore products. I already have my foundation and powder on. I'll list all of the products down below, but I'm going to do some bronzer. So like I said, I'm going to be using mostly drugstore products. So the first thing I will use is the NYC bronzer in Sunny. It's a nice matte bronzer. And I'm just going to grab my Eco Tools brush. This one I believe is a blush brush. It's a little bit more tapered. I'm just going to apply that into my cheeks. I know for myself I'm usually rushing in the morning to get everything done, so you know the last thing you really want to be doing, you want to put makeup on and you want to feel good about yourself, but you don't want to have to take a lot of time while doing it. And then for blush, I am going to use my e.l.f. blush, and this is in Pink Passion. It's a super, super vibrant, hot pink color. And I'm going to grab another Eco Tools brush. I believe this one is I think it's the powder or the bronzer. I'm not 100% sure, but I like this one for blush. Just, this is really pigmented, so just pick up a little bit of that, tap off excess, and just put some to your cheeks. Now I like using this nice pink blush. It just kind of gives you like a nice flushed look, even though it's a really bright blush. But it just gives you a nice kind of flushed look. So now for primer, keeping it nice and cheap, I'm going to use my NYC palette. This one is in Union Square. Now they have a couple, I think I have like 4 of these. I have a couple of them. Now these palettes, they actually have a really, really good primer in them. I think this was like $4.99 or $3.99 at Walmart. And this primer here, it's kind of like a concealer base. It's excellent. I've been using it and I really don't find that my shadows crease. So I'm going to pick up a little bit of that and apply that to my lid. Now see, you just need a little bit, but it'll give your eyeshadow a good base to stick to, as well as it'll even out your skin tone on your eye. So once that's done, I'm going to take this Sephora, it is a Jumbo Liner 12-hour wear eyeshadow pencil, like liner. And these are awesome. They're kind of like the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencils, but I found with these ones, they actually do not crease and they stay put all day. The NYX ones I find are super creamy and they don't really set very well. And I find that after a few hours of wearing them under my eyeshadows, they tend to crease. These little puppies are fabulous. They do not crease at all, and this was like, I want to say $12, so it's pretty good at Sephora. This one is in the color beige. It's just a really nice kind of shimmery beige color. So I'm going to apply that all over my lid, staying under the crease. And they're super, super, they glide on really, really nicely. And I can also bring that into my inner tear duct. And then just with my finger, I'm just going to just blend that out. Alright, so then I'm going to use my Wet n Wild Comfort Zone palette. Looks like this. Really nice, some neutrals in there. Just going to pick up this e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. I actually got this at the dollar store. And I'm going to take this color right here. It kind of reminds me of All That Glitters by MAC. This whole palette I think was $5 at Walmart. I'm just going to pat that onto your lid, staying under your crease. I mean, these Wet n Wild eyeshadows are so amazing. They're so pigmented, they're beautiful colors, and they really do have really good wearing staying power, really good staying power. Actually, this reminds me too of, there's another eyeshadow by MAC called Flip. I don't know if it was limited edition, but I do have it, and it's a little bit more peachy like this, so it's really, really nice. Alright, so now I'm just going to pick up another Eco Tools brush, and this is an all-over shader brush. It's a little bit bigger than the e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. I'm going to take this top color here. It's like a nice, excuse me, yellowy gold color. I'm just going to put that under my brow bone. Okay. Then for the crease color, and this is my Sonia Kashuk brush, similar to the MAC 224. It's a nice fluffy brush. And I'm going to take this color right underneath the first color that we used. Pick that up on the tip and just blend that into your crease. And I'm going to take it all the way in. Now, since this is a back-to-school look, you know, trying to limit time, trying to limit cost, we're just going to use a few colors, and you just want to make it so that your eyes have a nice pop to them, but you're not wearing a lot of makeup. Okay, now for the liner, I'm actually just going to pick up an angled brush. I think this is a Sonia Kashuk brush, and I'm going to take this dark brown color here right on the bottom, pick that up, and I'm just going to use this to line my upper lash line. So I'm not going to be using eyeliner, I'm just going to be using eyeshadow. And just kind of feather it a little bit so that it's not a straight line, it's just a little bit more blended. And you're only going to go about halfway in. So now you're going to curl your lashes. Just using my e.l.f. eyelash curler. This was $1. I'm going to apply some mascara. I'm just going to be using my L'Oreal Carbon Black Voluminous. I'm just going to apply that to my top lids, or my top lashes I should say. It's just a nice light application of that. Now for the bottom lash line, once again, I'm not going to be using some eyeliner. I'm going to take the same angled Sonia Kashuk brush, picking up the same dark color out of the Comfort Zone palette. I'm just going to line my bottom lash line just from the outer corner to about halfway in. Now I'm going to take, from Sephora, it's a Flashy Waterproof Liner. This one is in Flashy Brown, and this I think was $8 or $12. I'm going to start and line the inner half. And this just adds a nice little gold sheen to your eye. And then I'm going to go back in with the Sephora Jumbo Beige, and I'm just going to line, or just going to add a little bit more to the inner tear duct. And put some mascara on my bottom lashes. So that is it for the eyes. For lips, we're going to keep it really simple. I'm going to use my NYX Mega Shine Lip Gloss, and this one is in the color Candy Shop. It's a really nice kind of goldy pink color. And then I'm just going to do one more thing. I always look really tired in the morning, so I'm going to take a white eyeliner. Any white eyeliner will do. I can't find what I'm looking for. This one is by Rimmel. It's a soft eye kohl. I'm just going to line my inner waterline. This will just kind of give you a little bit more of a bright-eyed look. So that's a finished look for school or work. show you the eyes. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I probably will be doing some more back to school looks, you know, just for funsies. But anyways, I hope you guys take care and we'll talk to you soon. Bye!